Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Burns. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Fyma. We're a computer vision SaaS company that turns any camera into a data goldmine. So rather than put in any further sensor technology that's expensive to install and maintain, that often only aggregates very dumb and simple data, you already have the sensors you need. You have CCTV and security cameras, and Fyma can tap into those without the need to install any further hardware. And we turn that video stream into data, telling you who uses your roads, when, how, the interaction between those objects, all of that in real time and in a very highly accurate manner across all of the classes that we detect. But enough about talk. I will show you what Fyma looks like and what it does. So Fyma is essentially a web application. So once you create your user account, you can log on, look at the cameras, the data, and manage everything from this portal. When you first come onto this portal, we often set the cameras up for our clients, or they can do that themselves as well. Because all that is needed, so let's use this video stream here, is the camera stream URL and the name for your camera, essentially. And that's all that's needed. And once that's done, it takes 20 seconds to set the camera feed up. Now, these are the cameras that I have set up for the demo account. And this is one of the busier ones. So let's have a look at this one. It's a junction from central Tallinn here in Estonia, which is quite foggy at the moment. So one of the good things about being in the Nordics is the fact that we get the snow, the rain, the sleet, all of that, funny weather, the darkness, the bright, extreme sunlight. So our AI models have seen it all. This particular camera angle is aggregating from three areas on this feed. So it's looking at this pink line here and the traffic coming from the right of the camera, the traffic going into the city, and the traffic joining from the slip load. If I wanted to do further analytics here, all I need to really do is draw a line, a gate, essentially, wherever I want to do analytics on. So let's say that I want to measure people crossing the zebra and the direction they're crossing it, then so I draw another sensor gate here, or I can do it in this direction as well. So let's call it street 2, and that's the traffic going into the west. Now, if I'm wondering whether my green and red light for pedestrians is long enough, I can draw a polygon area here, and this is able to measure dwell in this specific space. So let's call it zebra dwell. And it gives us the minimum time, average time, and maximum time spent within this area. I could also draw this on the middle of the junction to understand how long cars are stopping here. I could draw in a park to understand how long people are using it for. Or inside a shopping center, I could draw this in a specific area that I'm interested in to understand how long people are spending there. I can click save or discard. In this case, I'm going to discard these edits and jump to the playground. There's 3 ways to get data out, either using this particular analytics tool, exporting it into a CSV file, or using our API to integrate into your already existing BI tools. So that junction that I just showed you is quite a funky, busy one. So I'm going to aggregate by label, because this will show me the split between all the different modes of traffic. If I wanted to look at the specific direction, so for example, only the traffic joining from the slip road, I could do that as well. If I wanted to look at direction, so basically, or I don't know, westbound traffic, I could do that as well. And of course, aggregate by polygon time as well. I'm going to choose this camera. I have chosen all of the labels, but I could also only look at vans if that's the data that I'm interested in. And I'm going to not choose the counter lines, but just the labels. And the data is already displayed to us in time series. Let's choose last week, so a full week, and let's have a look at the data from that time period. I can now also compare this with the existing week and see how this is starting to pan out. So we can see that the graph, that's kind of this purple line, is showing us the data that's already come in from this week. in comparison to last week. And we can see that the traffic amounts are reduced by quite a bit. And this is likely due to weather conditions drastically changing as of this weekend, where we have had a massive amount of snowfall. So it's quite logical that the traffic's also dropped by probably about that. Now, I could also do this, so let's take the comparison off, but I can also look at this as a pie chart or a summary count. The pie chart is quite valuable to understand the kind of percentage volumes and specific types of vehicles. And in this particular case, this junction is heavily dominated by cars. And also the traffic patterns are nearly identical week on week, because it's a junction that's used mostly by commuter traffic, and very little public transport goes through there. Now, if this was something that I would regularly look at, I could save this to the dashboard, and then it gets saved up here in my dashboard's view. We can also do post-processing. So if you don't have a camera, or if you have just saved video files about a specific location, then you could drop the files in here and do the same type of analytics. Dwell times, all the polygon areas and the gates as well. We also manage parking lots. So that's something that essentially thrown in as well. And not that many of our clients use it, because the value really comes out from the interactions in the public space, indoors and outdoors. I will also show you a short drone flight. So Fyma has recently been working with various regional telecommunication companies who are testing 5G-enabled drones. So this is just a regular CCTV camera monitoring a traffic junction. However, with our partners in Finland, we have been doing some drone flights as well. So essentially the drone flies into position, usually across a junction or a port or a marina. The counter lines are set in place, like here, to do the analytics, and then the data comes out just the way it would from a normal camera. Additionally, if you don't have a camera, that's the co-founder of Fyma, Davi, you can also use your smartphone, film a clip, or turn your smartphone into a real-time camera device as well, and get the analytics out that way. That concludes my demo. Fyma is entering the US market as of next year, and we are offering out a bunch of Fyma licenses. So we like to put our money where our mouth is and just give it out for testing free of charge. If that's something that's of interest, get in touch with us via our website, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a really good rest of the conference. Thank you.